If you've been feeling stressed, emotionally overwhelmed, mentally overloaded, or like you've been pushing through life on autopilot and it's burning you out, this strong, steady yoga will open your heart, ground your mind, and reconnect you with your body. So rather than pushing, you'll be invited to stay present, listen to your body's signals, and move with more awareness. So we'll focus on heart opening and heart strengthening movement, and also core stability. And we'll do this by focusing on heart-related meridians and the stomach and spleen meridians, all as a way to ultimately ground you into your body, to get you out of your mind, even as you open and expand through your heart. So if you've been feeling scattered, depleted, or just disconnected from yourself, this practice will help you cultivate a grounded heart and a steadier mind. Let's move into the practice. We'll begin this practice coming into tabletop. So you can come onto your hands and knees. Your wrists are lined up underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. And first, just feeling yourself begin to stabilize here. Feeling stability through your core without having to engage, just how it naturally supports you. Feeling the natural support through the inside of your thighs. And feeling the connection down through the four corners of both of your hands, up through your arms into your chest. Feeling this relationship through the heart, and not only through the front of the chest, but through the upper back, out through the side ribs, and down through your arms, into your hands, your fingers. Now we're just going to begin to move here, moving however feels good for you. And you can let this initiate wherever feels right for you. And you may notice that where you initiate the movement is maybe where you're holding a little bit of tension or a lot of tension. Maybe where there's stagnancy or tightness. And so you can be moving through your hips, your pelvis. You can bend through your elbows. You can roll your shoulders around. You can move through your chest. And you can move through your belly, through your spine, through your back. And noticing how your breath is moving and supporting you as you're exploring this movement. Letting your awareness settle into your body, into your breath. As we'll be doing in this practice, bringing the awareness down into the body, into the earth, into the breath, into the heart, so it can settle out of the mind. Now you can bring your hands forward just a bit, and we're going to come into a plank position on the hands and knees. So your hips are lined up between your knees and your shoulders, and feel how your core naturally engages to support this position. Now on your next inhale, bend through your elbows, bringing your elbows straight back, keeping your chest open as you lower down, and on an exhale, press up, coming back into plank. We'll continue this, inhaling as you lower and exhaling on the effort as you come up. Now continuing and still letting your awareness be steady in your body and letting yourself be present with the movement, noticing that you don't have to push past the moment, you don't have to push through the movement, and that you don't have to override your own sensations. Now let's tuck the toes and come into a plank on the hands and feet. And on your next inhale, lower your hips just a bit. We won't come all the way into upward dog. And exhale, lift the hips up, lifting up through the belly. We'll continue in these plank pulses, inhaling, lowering the hips down, just enough to open up through the front body, and exhaling, lifting up through the belly. Continue this a couple more times. It's feeling support through the deep core muscles. And how your awareness can anchor into the center of your body. As you're ready, you can come back into plank, lower your knees down. Now we're gonna bring the fingers in toward each other. The hands are still about shoulder width apart, and the middle fingers are facing each other. And then find this plank position where your hips are lined up between your knees and your shoulders. And we're gonna do some push-ups here, slowly and mindfully. So inhaling, taking the elbows out to the side, keeping your chest open, exhaling on the effort to come up. Continue this as many times as you want to, getting deeper into the heart and pericardium meridians here. Feeling space through your chest as you do this, the strength in your body, through your heart, down through your arms, into your hands, your fingers. And feel how this moves blood through your body even more. Now you can bring your hips so they're lined up over your knees. And let's take the fingers out, keeping the fingertips down onto your mat. Lower your chest down. You can look forward. We're going to move through some puppy pulses. And so we're inhaling here, looking forward. And on exhale, lift up through your belly, round through the spine, coming up. Inhale, lower the chest down, look forward if that's comfortable for your neck. Exhale, lift up through the belly, round out through the spine. Just a couple more times. Moving in your own time. Feeling into your spine, into your chest, into your heart. And of course, your belly, your core, your hands, your fingers. And when you have your fill of the pulses, you can rest into puppy pose. Resting the fingers out. You can continue looking forward in this posture. If that feels too intense, you can rest your forehead down onto your mat. And feeling how you can soften into this posture, particularly on your exhales, how your chest can release toward the mat. Now on your next inhale, roll through the spine, come forward, and then bend at your elbows to come down into a sphinx. Take your elbows out wide, lowering all the way down. Let's interlace the fingers behind the back. See if you can work your palms toward each other. And that creates an automatic lift of the chest off of your mat. And now keep reaching back through your arms. Let the shoulders move away from your ears. You can lift your arms up toward the sky or your ceiling. And if you want to take your legs off of the mat, you can lift up through the legs. Feeling the front of the body lift up. And feeling the space open up through your chest. The engagement through your upper back. Now go ahead, release down into prone shavasana, releasing your arms alongside your body and taking your left ear down onto your mat. Let your shoulders relax down toward the mat so you're completely relaxed here. You can close your eyes, just taking a few breaths, releasing down through your front body, grounding down and letting that anchor your mind. Just feeling into your body, listening to your body. Now you can bring your head back to the center. Change the interlacing of your fingers behind your back. Work the palms toward each other. Feel that create an automatic lift of the shoulders up off of your mat. And then lengthen through the spine. Your head is coming up. Reach back through your arms, and you can lift up through your arms as well. If you want to lengthen your legs off of the mat again, you can take that option. Feeling the strength through your body. Feeling the support of the ground beneath you. Even as you open up, even as you increase your circulation. Now you can release down into prone shavasana once again, taking your right ear down onto the mat. And noticing if you're holding your shoulders up, really letting them round down toward the ground, feeling the shoulder blades move away from your spine. Letting your breath settle, feeling your digestive system release and soften. Now you can bring your head back to the center. Bring your hands to both sides of your chest. Draw your elbows in and down and roll through the spine to come back into tabletop. Tuck your toes, come back into downward dog. Now we'll take an 80-degree angle in the left foot, setting up for a warrior two on the right side. Step your right foot between your hands. Now an inhale, come into warrior two. Just feeling strong and powerful here. Strong through your inner thighs. Lifted and strong through your belly. Grounded down through your feet. Strong through your legs in general. And space through your chest, out through your arms. Now pivot so you come onto the ball of your left foot. So you're in a lunge position in your legs, and on inhale, take your arms up. Lifting up through your chest, through your belly. Now let's take the arms out wide, bend at the elbows so you have cactus arms. 90-degree angle at the elbows, and begin to reach back through your elbows. Opening up through the chest, maybe your gaze moves upward. The main thing is that you feel steady and grounded, even as you're opening through your heart. Now you can release your arms down, step forward, bring your left foot to meet your right at the top of your mat. And now take a hold of the inside of your left foot. With your left hand, take your right arm up. And begin to press your left foot into your hand. Keep lifting up through your belly, lifting up through your chest. Just feel this opening through the front of your body here. And then you can release. Bring your right arm down. We're going to step back into a lunge position once again. Take your arms up. And then lower your back knee down into a crescent lunge. Let's take cactus arms once again. Reach back through your elbows, lift up through your belly. So you're supporting your spine, you're supporting your lower back, and then feel the chest open up. The shoulder blades move into the back ribs. Move your elbows back. Feel a lifting and opening through your palms. On an exhale, take your hands to the mat. Step back to plank. And it's optional if you want to move through chaturanga into upward dog, back to downward dog, or you can come straight back into downward dog. Now let's take an 80-degree angle in the right foot. Step your left foot between your hands. Bend through your front knee. On inhale, come into warrior two. And holding your gaze over your front middle finger, using your drishti as a way to stabilize your awareness. Anchoring down through the four corners of both of your feet, strong through your legs, through your inner thighs. Now let's bring the arms down, pivot onto the ball of your right foot, and on inhale, take your arms up, so you're in a high lunge. Lift up here through your belly. And from there, take cactus arms, reaching back through your elbows, feeling an opening through your chest, an opening through your heart, and feeling strong through your legs. Now you can release the arms, step your right foot forward, coming into Tadasana at the top of your mat. Balance onto your left foot. Take a hold of the inside of your right foot with your right hand. Take your left arm up and begin to press your right foot into your right hand. So you're sending it up and back. Feeling space through your chest. A lift through your stomach. A lift through the front of your right thigh. And from here you can release. We'll come straight back into a lunge position. Inhaling your arms up. Then taking your back knee down into a crescent lunge. Bend through your elbows, cactus arms. Reach back through your elbows. Open up through the chest and keep lifting up through your belly. Feeling how your core, your digestive system supports an opening of the heart. Also anchors that opening. On exhale, take your hands to the mat, step back to plank. You can move through a vinyasa if you choose. We'll meet in downward dog. On inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, walk or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Take a couple breaths here. You can take your hands into your elbows just to release through the back body. And notice if any tension builds up through your back body with the focus through the front body and the heart opening. Now you can release your hands down, bend through your knees. You can use your hands to support you to come down to sit. And then you can take your time as you roll down through the spine, coming onto your back. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Wrap your hands around the front of your ankles and bring your feet down from there. So the heels are just to the outside of your sit bones. Then you can take your hands down so the heels are between your thumbs and index fingers. On your next inhale, roll through the spine, bring the hips up. Exhale, roll back down through the spine, releasing the hips down. Let's do that again. Inhale, warming up the spine here for bridge. Exhaling, rolling down through the spine mindfully. Now this time, let's roll through the spine, coming up into bridge, and stay here. You can interlace your fingers behind your back, walk your shoulders in toward each other, and then lengthen out through your pinky fingers. So you're pressing down through both pinky fingers into the ground, down through the heart meridian. You can press down through the four corners of both of your feet. Feel strong through your inner thighs, where the spleen meridian runs. Feeling any opening through your chest, and particularly through the earth element channels. So through the front of your body, your digestive system, the front of your thighs. And then you can release, rolling back down onto your back. Now you can bring your feet together and take your right leg up. Now actively press down through your arms, down through your palms, and we're going to come into a three-legged bridge. Now on an inhale, lower the hips down just a bit. Exhale, press down through your left foot to take the hips up higher. Again, inhale, lower the hips down. Exhale on the effort, pressing down through your left leg. 2 more times, inhaling as you release. Exhaling on the effort. Again. Now let's lower the right foot down, take the left leg up. Inhale, lower the hips. Exhale, press down through your body to lift up through the hips. Do this 3 more times in your own time, using this as a way to feel strong, particularly through your legs, but also through your shoulders, pressing down through the back of your head. And then you can release your left foot down, lower your hips down. Let's take the knees out wide, the feet together. So you're in a butterfly position through your legs. Now we're going to come into bridge from this position. So you can press down through the outsides of your feet, lift up through the hips, press down through your arms. If you even want to interlace your fingers behind your back, as we did in our first bridge, pressing down through the pinky fingers evenly. And feel this activation through your inner thighs. It's really strong for the spleen channel. Help stabilize us, strengthen our digestion, which helps ground our heart and ground our mind. And then you can release, coming down. Let's take some moments with the knees out wide, the feet together. Close your eyes. feeling space that you have created through your heart. And that can be through your chest, through your upper back, out through your side ribs. Feel the strength and stability through your digestive system, through the deep core of your body. Down into your pelvic floor. And letting the inner thighs relax. And soften. Softening through the rest of your body. Feeling this grounding of your body. And as you let your awareness ground into your body, it can rest out of your mind. And thoughts can continue to move through the mind, even as you ground and anchor your awareness. You just don't have to engage with the thoughts so much. And here in this place, perhaps you can hear your body more. Creating enough stability and quiet to be able to listen to our bodies. Now you can stay here in the Supta Baddha Konasana position, or you can take your legs out long. Either way, letting your practice integrate to increasingly ground you so you can rest out of your mind and trust yourself, trust your body. Now take as much time here in Shavasana to integrate your practice, and taking a moment also to thank yourself for showing up for this practice. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What signals from your body are you learning to listen to more deeply now? Or what did you notice during today's practice? If you want more support, I'll share practices and playlists that I think you may enjoy here on your screen and in the description. And if you're not sure which practices are most supportive for you right now, download my free 5-element self-nourishment guide that I have linked in the description. It can help you identify patterns in your body, mind, emotions, and connect you with supportive Meridian-based practices. And if you haven't yet and you enjoy Meridian yoga, EFT tapping, meditation, and holistic practices, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the new practices that I'm sharing every week here. Thanks so much for taking this time to be present with yourself, with your body, and with your breath, and for practicing with me. I'll see you in the next video.